Hey YouTube, Carlitos here. You know, I've come across a bunch of YouTube videos of people showing 10 things they hate about their car. And in my case, I'm gonna do 5 things I hate about it, because it was hard enough for me to find 5, let alone 10. So I really like it, and you know, it's been my favorite car since I was 4 years old actually. The 95 C4. So let me get started. First thing first. The suspension on the C4 Corvettes, if you ever driven one, it rides like a freaking Cadillac, no joke. Like, even though it's a sports car, it rides like a Cadillac. And you know, you can only replace the shocks because the springs is it's a leaf spring. It goes under the car, it transfers. So to get that replaced is just a pain. You know, having to take off all the suspension parts, the A-arms. It's just a pain, and I guess I could get that fixed with better shocks, but it shouldn't ride like that, in my opinion. It rides like a Cadillac, like a luxury car instead of like a sports car. That's the first thing I noticed about it when I was driving it, when I tested one of them. Second thing, the stereo. It comes with the Bose Delco Gold series. So as far as sound, it sounds pretty good, you know. It sounds alright when it's stock. Let me turn it on for you. The thing I don't like about it is that Chevy does this thing for some weird reason. They make it impossible for you to get just an upgrade on the stereo. For this one, you have to, you can't just replace the freaking this whole thing. You can't just replace it. You have to tear it off, put on new cables, and get all the new speakers, new cables, because each speaker is sound separately. If you know that, you can't just replace speakers. You can't just replace the head unit. You have to do the whole thing. It's just like $3,000, and this car is not expensive, so I don't think it's worth it. So I'll just stick around and listen to whatever pop music comes on the radio. So let me show you how it sounds. Check it out. So it sounds alright, I guess, but you know, not the type of music I like. Not bad. I actually like that song. Cool. So yeah, that was the second thing, right? Now let's go to third thing, traction control. So for the 92 Corvettes, that's when they started putting the traction control in. And of course, since it's the first generation they did that, it sucks. It's not like on and off. It's not like progressive, I guess. It's really intrusive. It really gets in your way when you're trying to drive it. You either have it on or off. When you have it on, you're just, driving like a grandma. And I don't do it a lot, so I like to drive it hard. But yeah, I mean, it's rather aggressive. It's not that easy to use. If you have it on, then it's unsafe, actually. I've tried to pull onto the highway with traction control on, and it just locks the wheels, and it's not, you can't just like roll onto it. It just locks the wheels. And instead of going, you stop there for like a few seconds. I guess it's useful if you're just starting to drive, but for me, it's just rather learn how to drive a car in the first place and don't use traction control. Yeah, another thing, the target top. See this? C4 came with the target top, which is like a convertible, I think. You can take it off. For me, one thing I didn't know, and I was really excited to take it off, like, hey, cool, it's a sports car, you can take the roof off. The thing about it, it changes the car completely. It's like a complete different car. When you take it off, you get the steering column vibrating. This thing, the steering wheel, the pillars right here, they vibrate like an inch. You can see them move like that, and the glass, and it's just really bad. So if you're gonna get a Corvette hardtop, never take not hardtop, but target top. Never take this thing off. Don't buy it if you're gonna take the thing off, because you just can't drive it like that. It's just a pain in the ass, Another thing, last thing. I think that was, what's that? 4, 5? I don't know. Insurance, which comes along with the cost of the car. So if you know anything about Corvettes, they're really, really fast cars, really cool cars, and they're really cheap. So it's not rich people that own these cars. It's just you mid class, that buys this car just to have fun. And the thing about that is the people think it's an expensive car, so they want to charge a lot for everything you do with it, you know. Anywhere you go, get an alignment, you know, what you usually pay 45 bucks for a random, you know, Mustang, Camaro, a sedan, you know, 45 bucks to get an alignment. For this thing, I paid 125. And just basic alignment when I got the new tires, and the guy was just like, oh, for that car, it's 125, just as a starting price. And I'm like, dude, I'm not rich. I just saved a bunch, just bought the car. And, you know, it's not an expensive car. It's quick for this specific C4. It's quick, but it's not fast, you know. And like I said, for the insurance, paying $178 a month for this thing. You know, this cars are way faster. Pretty much every car nowadays makes more power. It's even faster. You know, 178 for full cover on this car is just reasonable, you know. I guess that's it. We have nothing else to say. I had a list about for 10 things, but I don't know what I did to it. I lost it. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So thanks for checking this out. And you know, if I have any questions for the C4, let me know, because you know, I see a bunch of reviews of the car, but by people that don't own it, or they've driven it once or twice, or people trying to sell it. But for me, I drive this car every single day for the past, I don't know, many months, and I can tell you a lot about it. I spend hours in it, at least 2 hours a day driving it fast, driving it slow, you know, from anywhere from 0 to 120. So I'm not saying you can do that, you should do that, but I can tell you a lot about this car. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I gladly answer them. Make a video even if I get like 10 questions or so. Yeah, thanks for watching.